Have you ever wondered why some people remain unshaken in the face of disrespect, while others crumble? What if I told you that the ancient philosophy of Stoicism holds the key to mastering your reactions and turning every insult into a stepping stone? Disrespect. It's a word that stings and, more often than not, shakes the very core of our being. But why? Is it the words themselves or the power we give them? Stoicism, a philosophy practiced by some of the greatest minds in history, offers profound insights on this very dilemma. While the world has evolved over millennia, human emotions and our triggers remain largely unchanged. As we delve deeper into Stoicism, we'll uncover strategies that can transform the way we perceive and handle insults, granting us not just the grace to cope, but the wisdom to thrive. Now, you might be wondering, how exactly did these Stoic thinkers from centuries ago craft responses to such challenges? Let's unravel the layers of Stoic wisdom and apply them to our modern world. Here are the Stoic strategies that can empower you in the face of disrespect. Let's first dive into the nature of insults. Insults, as with all external events, come at us like arrows from a quiver. Their intended impact might be to wound or belittle, yet the Stoics provide us with an armor of wisdom to deflect these arrows with grace. Every insult has an origin, be it jealousy, personal insecurities, or a genuine misunderstanding. These reasons often have more to do with the insulter than the insulted. Before reacting, taking a moment to consider the origin can provide clarity and reduce the sting. The core Stoic belief rests in the idea that all external events, including insults, are neutral. It's neither good nor bad until we attach a judgment to it. This mirrors the teachings of the great Stoic philosopher Epictetus, who once said, "Men are disturbed not by things, but by the view which they take of them." An insult is just a sequence of words until our mind processes it, gives it meaning, and decides on its impact. If someone calls you lazy, it's just a word. It's your internal judgment and past experiences with that word that dictates how you feel about it. When insulted, the Stoics would advise self-reflection. Ask yourself, why do I feel hurt? Is it truly the words spoken, or is it a deep-seated belief or insecurity within me that these words have touched? By confronting these questions, you're not only lessening the impact of the insult, but also embarking on a journey of self-discovery. Consider this analogy. If a foreigner were to insult you in a language you don't understand, would you still feel disrespected? Most likely not, because it's the understanding and interpretation of words that grant them power. By mastering your interpretations, you reclaim that power. The next time you face an insult, try this. Instead of reacting impulsively, take a deep breath. Reflect on the neutrality of the event, and remind yourself that it's your interpretation that gives the insult its weight. Ponder on the origin, detach from your initial judgments, and consider the broader perspective. By doing so, you're not only practicing Stoicism, but also cultivating resilience and emotional intelligence. Having grasped the concept that insults are mere perceptions, tinted by our interpretations and judgments, we arrive at another powerful Stoic realization. How we respond to these perceptions is our ultimate strength. While the nature of an insult lies in perception, the power to manage our reactions is a choice that rests firmly within our grasp. Let's delve into the realm of control and our ability to master our responses in the face of adversity. The Stoic philosophers, with their wisdom stretching back to ancient Greece and Rome, emphasized one vital principle above all else: understanding the distinction between what's within our control and what's outside of it. This simple yet profound insight has the power to liberate us from much of the anguish we experience, especially when we encounter disrespect or insults. This principle, often referred to as the dichotomy of control, was most eloquently put forth by the Stoic philosopher Epictetus. He asserted that the world is split into two realms: things we have control over, our thoughts, actions, and feelings, and things we don't, others' thoughts, the weather, the past. Too often we get ensnared in the happenings of the external world. When someone disrespects us, we might feel a surge of anger, sadness, or frustration. But these feelings, according to Stoic teachings, aren't automatic reactions to the insult. Instead, they arise from our beliefs and judgments about the event. We may think, "I don't deserve this," or "this shouldn't have happened." Such beliefs, rather than the external events themselves, are the real culprits behind our emotional turmoil. While we can't stop someone from uttering hurtful words, we have complete autonomy over our reactions. Reacting with anger or resentment is a choice, even if it feels automatic. Every time we react impulsively, we surrender our power, becoming slaves to external circumstances. Stoicism teaches us to reclaim that power by choosing responses that align with reason and virtue. Instead of being reactive, Stoics encourage a proactive approach. When faced with disrespect, pause and reflect. This person's words are external events, outside of my control. What is within my control is how I choose to interpret and respond to them. By doing this, you transform potential emotional chaos into a moment of empowering choice. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." By internalizing this, we discover a profound sense of freedom. No longer are we tethered to the whims of external happenings. We become captains of our own souls. Remember, while the storms of life are inevitable, whether we get wet or not is entirely up to us. Moving from the essence of understanding our control sphere, we now transition to another empowering tool in the Stoic arsenal, the art of reframing. While recognizing what's within our control sets the foundation, it's through reframing that we can actively reshape our perceptions and reactions to life's adversities. If our responses are the fortress walls, then reframing is the architect that designs those walls to be resilient and enduring. Let's explore this transformative technique and its power to alter our experiences. Visualize for a moment a grand ancient fortress, stoic, unmoving, and impervious to the elements. Over time, countless rocks and arrows have been hurled at its walls, yet it stands tall, undeterred. The fortress doesn't distinguish between a passing bird or a thrown rock, it simply is. Now consider that within each of us exists a similar fortress of the mind, capable of withstanding life's metaphorical rocks, insults, criticisms, and setbacks. Reframing is akin to mental alchemy, where we transmute base emotions into gold. By shifting our perspective, we can turn potentially hurtful comments into constructive feedback, or even a challenge to bolster our mental resilience. For instance, if someone criticizes your work ethic, instead of seeing it as a direct attack, reframe it as an opportunity to reflect, reassess, and possibly refine your approach. Every insult, when reframed, can become a source of insight. Maybe there's a kernel of truth in the critique, or perhaps it's a testament to the other person's struggles. Either way, when we view such remarks as feedback rather than failures or attacks, we start navigating life with a learner's mindset. Just as the body becomes stronger through physical challenges, the mind can be fortified through mental tests. Every insult or setback can be seen as a test of our character, patience, and resilience. Remember the Stoic belief that hardships can be training grounds for virtue. By viewing insults as tests, we reposition ourselves from being victims to empowered individuals honing our virtues. Life is full of challenges, and Stoicism provides us with actionable tools to face them head-on. Today we delved into understanding insults, recognizing our control sphere, and the power of reframing. These aren't just theories, they're real-life strategies. Stoicism teaches us that while we can't control every situation, our reaction is always our choice. Rather than being victims of circumstances or harsh words, we can transform these experiences into growth opportunities. As we move ahead, remember that it's not the challenges we face, but how we respond to them that defines us. Embrace Stoicism's wisdom and let it guide your reactions, ensuring a more resilient and empowered journey through life. Thank you for journeying with us today into the profound depths of Stoic wisdom. If you found value in these insights and feel more equipped to handle life's curveballs, please take a moment to hit that like button. Your support helps spread this invaluable wisdom to more souls seeking guidance. And if you haven't already, do consider subscribing. Why? Because every time you tune in, you're not just gaining knowledge, you're arming yourself with tools that have stood the test of time, ensuring a life lived with resilience and grace. Stoicism isn't just a philosophy, it's a lifestyle, a daily practice. So, if you're hungry for more Stoic strategies and insights, make sure you're subscribed and have notifications turned on. Together, let's continue this journey, exploring age-old wisdom for modern-day challenges. Remember, in the vast ocean of content, channels like this thrive on your support. So, subscribe, and let's keep the flame of Stoic wisdom burning bright.